Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at an actually pretty interesting watch from DuFa. As you can see, getting a lot of reflection in that sapphire crystal, so it's going to be a little bit harder to film. You can kind of see me in the camera there. But anyway, this is a new release from DuFa, a brand under the Dartmouth company, which owns Spinnaker and all those other brands and such. But it's actually a really nice looking watch and very nicely made. This one sells for about around $700 US from DuFa. So yeah, keep that in mind as we go through the specs and all that good stuff. As you can see, it's in a dive style, a Bauhaus dive style. Most of their watches are Bauhaus style, Deutsche Odin Fabrik. It's hard to pronounce the German words. I'm sorry about that. It's basically just DuFa. This one is not stamped made in Germany, so I'm assuming it's not. But this model right here is dubbed the DuFa. Let me try to pronounce this. The DuFa FREITAUCHER. The DuFa FREITAUCHER automatic watch. This is with the gray dial. There are a few different dial variants. I will drop a link to their website in the description below. But it's actually a really nice watch. I have spent a couple weeks with it. And yeah, taking some nice photos of it and such, as you can see there, a little DuFa logo. Let's start off with what I'm wearing today, and then we'll get a little deeper into this new release from DuFa. Today on my wrist is the Oceanica Manta Ray. This one is coming up for review, I believe, in about a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks. This is an extremely nice watch, actually. This one has the Miyota 9015, a ceramic loomed BGW9 bezel, BGW9, really nice case cut, signed, embossed case back. This strap on it actually is only for the early birds, and it also does come on a nice deployant rubber band as well. This is the black dial variant, as you can see here. Really neat and very sharp watch. Definitely sign up for their newsletter. I will drop a link in the description below. I believe they launched somewhere mid-January on Kickstarter for about $320 shipped, so it's a really good deal. And yeah, let's get on to the DuFa. Now, starting off with some basic dimensions here. Well, we do have a solid 316L stainless steel case, kind of reminiscent of the Christopher Ward diver, or the kind of Pepsi GMT that they made, kind of that same kind of design, but at a much more affordable price, obviously. So as I was stating, it's all solid 316L stainless steel, down to the bracelet clasp, case back, and the full case, of course. We are looking at a case diameter of about 40 millimeters across. It's mainly dial, as you can see. The lugs are very short, and we mainly get to really see the dial, which you really want to see. All those clean, crisp numbers, numerals, and applied markers. It's 40 millimeters across. We're looking at 45 millimeters lug to lug. As you can see, it wears really nice and snug on the wrist. I'll show you how it looks in a little bit. We get a 22 millimeter lug width here. We get a signed screw-down DuFa crown. As you can see there, we get 150 meters of water resistance. Now, this is, I wouldn't say a diving watch, but a very capable watch you can take in the water, as we do have that 150 meters of resistance on this watch, which is pressure tested by DuFa in their factory. And we do get a 120-click 12-hour bezel, so you can keep an extra time zone. You can kind of call that the poor man's GMT, but it works great. It's very easy to use. This is an aluminum insert as well. It's not loomed. We do get a loomed pip, though. So the bezel action on the 12-hour bezel is actually really good, and you get some nice grip. It might not be that thick over here on this coin edging, but you do get some really, really nice grip, and the bezel action is actually really good, with really minimal or no play there. And it all does line up perfectly to that 12 o'clock position, as you can see there. So that's very nice to see. Now, getting a little closer in on the dial here, I'm going to get a macro, as you can see here. If you get a little closer in, we have that light blue colored date wheel, which is really nice, which matches the 150 meters. Then you have 0 through 60 going around as well. Applied hour markers, applied numerals 12, 3, and 9. Which is pretty cool. Very neat, very neatly applied. Nothing is misaligned or anything like that. And yeah, everything looks pretty sharp. The hands themselves are fully loomed with BGW9, as well as all the markers, and the little rectangle on the sweeping seconds hand. Now this is beating at 4 Hertz. It's using a Miyota 9015 automatic caliber. Let me go ahead and unscrew the crown here. Really nice pop. As you can see, you get self-winding, which is really smooth actually, considering there's a long tube on this. And then we get one position for a quick set date. final position, we do get hacking, of course, on the Miota 9015. You can change the time there, push it back down, and screw the crown back in. So the crown is very nice, very easy to use. As you can see, we have brushing on the sides of the case, and then we have polishing over here, as you can see on the underside. On the top portion, it's all brushed, as well as the bracelet as well. The bracelet's actually really comfortable, and it's curved, as you can see there. You see how the links are curved, which is pretty nice. It is using pins, though. Would have much rather preferred screws. We get a DuFa signed 2-button clasp with a milled clasp, as you can see there. Taking a look at the case back, we get a nice custom embossed DuFa shield logo, some basic specifications. It is screwed down. There is solid end links on this bracelet, as you can see there. Pretty simple, just with their logo. But like I stated earlier, the bracelet is extremely comfortable, and as you can see, the links are very nicely curved, so you're not going to get any hair pullage or anything like that, and everything matches up real nice to the case here. The clasp itself does feature 4 micro adjustments, so you're really able to get a nice fit here. There is no diver's extension. Like I said, this is more of a Bauhaus kind of everyday watch that is capable of 150 meters, but it's not a true dive watch considering we don't have the dive bezel. We have a 12-hour bezel, and usually most dive watches have around 200 meters of water resistance, as you can see there. But everything is pretty nice on this watch, actually. It's super thin as well. If I did not mention, the case thickness is around 12.3 millimeters, which is not that bad. It's pretty thin for, this style of watch. And it looks much thinner, obviously, because of that curvature of the case, which is really cool. That was one of the main aspects that kind of drew me to this watch. Now, the crystal on this watch is, of course, a box-domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, as you can see there. And what you would expect at this price point of $700 US from DuFa. Sapphire crystal dome, definitely needed at that price range. But yeah, let's check the Lume out. We'll see how that looks, and we'll throw it on my 6.5-inch wrist and see how that looks as well. There she sits on my 6.5-inch wrist, and it really does fit like a glove. I mean, it's really slim on the wrist. Definitely doesn't feel like 12.5 millimeters, as those the case design curves down. And yeah, everything just, kind of meshes together on this watch. And it fits really nice. It's very legible as well, as you can see there. You can easily read the time, pretty much at any given angle. And yeah, nice shades of gray. Kind of turns into like a turquoise gray, considering you have those blue accents. Light blue accents, I should say, which is really nice. And the bracelet, like I said, is comfortable, as well as the clasp. It's not too thick. It kind of stays out of the way. And yeah, definitely a good user experience. Now here's a nice Lume shot for you guys. Now I've owned a few DuFa watches in the past, and I've yet to see them use blue BGW9 Lume, so it's quite surprising. It is nicely applied on the hands. It is very legible. It does last quite a long time. It is applied on the 12 o'clock pip as well. Little rectangle on the sleeping seconds hand, and all the hour markers going around the dial. So I think they did a pretty good job on the Lume. It's pretty strong, potent, it's neatly applied, and I don't see any problem there. If you were wondering about the box, there is actually a special surprise in this box. It's a nice little box. It's cardboard. Nothing too luxurious, but inside the box, you of course do get your warranty card and a polishing cloth. And then you also do get a spring bar tool and a nice genuine rubber band, which is actually a nice surprise. With I believe this does have quick releases. No, sorry, it doesn't. But yeah, it's a very nice band. As you can see, you're signed with a DuFa shield. Very good quality. Feels nice. It's a tropic style band with a custom buckle. I prefer it on the bracelet. It just has that nice, look. But if you're going in the water, you want something lighter for summer, this is definitely a good look for them to do this. Especially at this price point, I kind of would expect a little something extra at $700 US. I'm glad that they really added this nice rubber band in there. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the new DuFa from DuFa, Deutsche Uhrenfabrik. I think it's a nice Bauhaus style designed watch. It has some nice features like the Miota 9015 automatic caliber. A really nice Bauhaus design. Everything is really in tune with the whole Bauhaus movement. I think they do a good job at that. They always have. Obviously their prices are a little higher. They're kind of more of a higher end portion of the Dartmouth company. So, you get a domed sapphire crystal, you're getting a Miota 9015, which you don't really see in some of the other brands such as Spinnaker and such. But yeah, you get a nice bracelet, you get a very nice gray dial. Really, you can see that blue AR coating right now pop. Yep, but yeah, other than that, there's no quality control issues on my end. Everything works and functions as it should. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you want to see any more of DuFa's lineup, Let me know, drop a comment in the description or comment section below. I will drop a link to their website. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.